International. They helped redesign a world-famous hiking trail in the Patagonia region of Chile. The hiking trail is in the Torres del Paine National Park, and it attracts up to 1,000 hikers a day. Salmon Arm's Veda Roberge has just returned from Chile. She was one of the people there to work on erosion design issues on the hiking trail, and Veda's on the line with us this morning. Good morning, Veda.
Hi, good morning, Chris. Thank you for having us this morning.
Well, thanks for joining us. Describe this national park in Patagonia where you went to help with the hiking trail. What's it like?
Well, the landscape was beautiful, just absolutely epic. The big anchor, the big towers, Los Torres, are these great big granite spires that are just iconic for Chile. There's high volumes of hikers that are out there to go out and experience these towers. So it was quite a privilege to go out and be working on the trails out there.
What exactly did you do?
Well, they have some major erosion issues. So they had contacted us and asked us to come out and assess the trails. Historically, their trail going out there is built by cows. They're all cattle trails. So there's no thought or no design put into these trails. And so water is creating a major erosion issue for them, as well as the high volume of users out there. There's 500 to 1,000 hikers out there each day, so there's a lot of impact happening on these trails.
And what was your role in helping them mitigate that impact?
So we went out and we assessed the trails, we had a look at them, and we decided that there was no real fixing the existing trails, just because of the deep erosion and the extent of the trails. It would just and the poor design and stuff. So basically we went in and we thought, well, let's design a proper trail. Let's grade it properly and come up with a way to separate the user groups. They have a lot of horses on the trails that are used for logistics, for taking supplies out to their hostel that they have halfway up the trail. So we thought, okay, let's start to mitigate these issues that are happening, and let's separate the different users and put in a proper trail. So we basically hiked around and looked for some different locations on where to build some trails and how to separate the user groups.
How do the challenges there compare with the challenges you do on trails in the Shuswap?
Right. Well, there's different factors. There in Patagonia, they have winds that are up to 200 kilometers an hour, which we don't have here. Looking at some of their trees and their shrubs and stuff, you could see some of the trees have been completely stripped of their leaves and needles, and they look as if they're growing sideways because of the wind blowing on the one side. There's only leaves on the one side, so everything kind of has this askew look to it, which was different, a lot different than here. Their soil there is very silty. Whereas here we have clay and material to bind the soil. So, it was definitely different. There's going to be some challenges in working in that environment, but if with a few simple rules, I think you can eliminate a lot of erosion. Just keeping your grade down so that it's not steep and you're not creating channels or fall lines for water to travel. Having undulations and areas for the water to stop and create opportunities for the water to shed off the trail.
I understand you had some national media attention while you were in Chile. Tell us about that.
Yeah. Well, there was a bit of a buzz happening. People were asking, well, what are these Canadians doing down here in the national park? And so we were approached, and they put our photographs in the national newspaper and just kind of asked us about their trails and what we thought about fixing them. That was interesting to see our faces in the Chilean national newspaper.
What did you get out of the experience that you might be able to use back here in the Shuswap?
Well, they're very interested in creating a partnership with us, which is very exciting for us. They were talking about maybe sending some staff here to Canada to help build trails and learn how to build trails, and then in return, because of our opposite seasons, our summer being their winter and vice versa, we could even get some of our trained staff on our off season to head down to Patagonia and help build trails down there. So this partnership is kind of an exciting aspect to it all for sure.
Beta, we'll leave it there. Thanks for joining us this morning. Congratulations.
Okay, yeah, thank you, Chris.
Bye-bye.
Have a wonderful day.
You
Bye.
too. Beta Roberge just returned from work in Torres del Paine National Park in Chile.